All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to apply the theory that we've been learning. We're going to kind of bring everything together. We've learned about the 1, 4, 5 and the 2, 3, 6 chords and that sort of thing, and we saw how they looked on the guitar. We added in the, on the major side, we called it the 4th and the 7th. On the minor side, we called it the 2nd and the 6th, or the 9th and the 6th. So now we're going to just kind of look at how it all actually kind of functions together and see how it sounds. So right now I've got these lights here. This is in the key of G major. I've got this in G major. For me, I find a lot of times I like to teach students how to play in G major because the relative minor is E minor, and we spend a lot of time jamming in E when we're playing rock or blues or metal and things like that. And when we're playing major, we play a lot in the key of G. A lot of pop songs, rock songs, country songs are all in the key of G. So with our major minor thing that we've been learning with the pentatonics, it works the same way with the diatonics. So the first thing I want to do is just show you the position that I've got here. I'm playing in the key of G. Of course, G would get 1 sharp. So I have G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp. And then it starts all over. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp. And then G, A, B, C, and then I run out of strings. So there's lots of ways that you can learn how to play the major scale or Ionian scale or diatonic scale on the guitar. I tend to play them and teach them in 3-note per string groupings because there's 2 advantages. Number one, you have a consistent movement of 3 notes on each string, which makes it a little bit easier to play. And the other thing you can see by looking at these dots or these lights, you can see that it's very symmetrical. So as I'm playing this, not only do I have the notes that I could be thinking about, but I've got the shape that I can memorize as well. So I've got G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, but if you look, I got 2 groups of playing from the 3rd to the 5th to the 7th frets, okay? That's called a spread fingering. And so what I'm doing is I'm putting my first finger on 3, my middle finger on 5, and my pinky on 7. Now for some people, they'd much rather use the ring finger, so they'd go 1, 3, and then pinky out here on the 7th fret. So you've got this one on the 3rd fret, 5th fret, 7th fret. I find it very difficult to reach with these 2 fingers, as I think most people do. So for me, it's easier to use my first finger, my middle finger, and then my pinky. But you have to explore that a little bit and decide which way is the best for you. So the first 2 strings are exactly the same shape. And then the next 2 strings are the same shape as well. So those, you're going to go 4th fret, 5th fret, 7th fret. And then you're going to end with 5th, 7th, and 8th fret twice there as well. Okay? So you have 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7, 4, 5, 7, 4, 5, 7, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8. Okay? Now, in playing this, you want to make sure that you're utilizing your alternate picking techniques that we've talked about. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to look at this pattern that you're playing right now as a 2-string grouping. So you're going to play down, up, down, up, down, up. So you have, that's one group, and then that's a group, and that's a group. That way what's happening is as you're playing, you've got down, up, 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 down, up. So some nice exercises to get comfortable with this is to just take a set of 2, whatever 2 strings you want, whether it's 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st, it doesn't really matter. And you can combine other strings too, but I would start with those. And just practice going. Just get comfortable with, because the thing that messes most people up when they start learning how to do all of this sort of thing is that upstroke that occurs on the 2nd string of the 2 patterns, or the 2nd grouping, I should say, of the 2 strings. So what you want to do is get comfortable with that upstroke right there. Okay, so that's one thing you could do. Another thing you could do would just be going like this. That way all you're doing is practicing that upstroke. You're going down, up, down, up. You're connecting to that 2nd string. and then you're going back down. So you have down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So you're hooking that upstroke. You see? So you just got to get comfortable with being able to hook that up strum, and it doesn't have to be fast on any level. It's just getting comfortable with the movement of it. So that's why the 3-note per string thing is really nice, is you can see it all. The next thing about it that makes it really nice is as you're looking at these lights right here, what you can do is you can physically see your intervals that we've been talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, they're all sitting right there. So if I was playing and I wanted to hear what a 7th sounded like, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? Or if I needed to find a note, for instance, if, let's say, and again, we're not going to get super deep into all of the music theory, but it's important to understand that when somebody says something like G major 7, the 7th that they're talking about is that. Or when somebody says, the 3rd, 1, 2, 3, or the 5th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or the 6th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? In our case, we talk a lot about the 4th and the 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can actually see all of those notes sitting right out in front of you right there. So it makes it a little bit easier to memorize. Again, there's a whole lot of different ways that you can visualize your fretboard. Right now, what we're looking at is moving up and down the guitar this way, visualizing the G major scale. And of course, we can shift it into any key we want. It'll move anywhere we want to go.